Chief Cesaric here to give you an overview of a new product coming from the EMS division. It's built by Westmed, which is a company that we've done a lot of business with as of late. It's known as the Circulaire 2. It's a closed-loop SVN. It's designed to have a more efficient delivery of medication to patients that are in respiratory distress, and also enhanced viral filter to protect us as providers. Once you open the package up and you get the device in your hands, it's very easy to set it up. You're going to find that the bulb where medication goes looks very similar to what we're used to in the past. The viral filter is very simple to add on to the side of the T. It's a very simple process there. What we're going to do to get this thing set up is we're going to do a quarter turn to the bottom of the bulb. We're going to pop that off. We're going to drop our medication in just like we've done previously. Connect the bulb back to the device. Oxygen connection is very simple. Either one of the ends will connect to the bottom of the SVN. The other end will go to the regulator. There's no need to worry about which end because they're both the same. So no need for the color-coded system that we had in the past. And from this point, we're going to set up our oxygen. Our initial setup on the regulator is going to be at 6 liters to get oxygen flowing and get medication flowing. Now the difference in this device is that you're going to find the respiratory bag and the efficiency that this device supplies, how it does it, is by aerosolizing the medication and filling this bag. And what happens is the patient is going to inhale. They're going to inhale from the aerosolized medication that's in the oxygen and aerosolized medication in this bag, and also from the SVN at that same time. The way that that's produced is with a very small valve that is blocking for exhalation. So when the patient exhales, the oxygen then refills into this bag. So we're not cross-contaminating between exhaled oxygen or the exhalation from the patient and or the intake from our O2 bottle. With that, what we want to look for with utilizing the mask and this style of SVN is that the bag, when the patient inhales, does not completely collapse. We want to see it stay a little bit open. And we do have a control for that. So if you set this up and the patient is completely collapsing the bag, on the side of the viral filter there's a quarter turn valve. It's actually producing a little bit of PEEP for the patient and controlling the exhalation rate. With that, it goes from a 60-degree all the way open to a 10-degree close. So you can't close it completely. So the patient's always going to be able to exhale, but you can control the rate at which they pull that oxygen from the bag. So if you do see that the bag is completely collapsing down, we're going to get an adjustment with the PEEP at that point in time. You'll get the hands-on portion of that as your ECs bring this out to the stations and be able to really see how that's going to control, and it's pretty easy to use. Now, if you do have a patient that you want to use the mouthpiece for, it's also available. It's going to be a little different setup. The viral filter is going to stay in the same place. Our medication is going to go into a different port, and our bag is going to go into a different port. So we're going to pop the bag off. We're going to put it at the very end. We're going to put our medication port at that open T, and we're going to pull the mask off. That gets us to a spot where we can put the mouthpiece on. And when we put the mouthpiece on, we're going to want the patient to try to exhale through the mouthpiece and understand that they are going to exhale around that mouthpiece. So it's not nearly as safe because the viral filter is not going to be picking up all of the exhaled respiratory droplets. So a suggested manner is to utilize the mask as how we had it set up previously, but you do have the option to utilize this using the mouthpiece. That's really all I have at this point. It's very self-explanatory, and like I said, we will be bringing this around to each one of the stations to allow you to get some hands-on time with it and be comfortable with the device before we roll it out. It will be added in replacement of all of our current SVNs. That way, this is the only device that we're using, so we can maximize the amount of oxygen and also medication that's delivered to the patients and protect you by adding in the viral filter into our SVN care. That's all we have, and thank you.